Well, god damn. I had to pull the Versace's out for this one. This here's an emergency video. Let me go up here and sit down real quick. I was watching the video. I was in there taking a shower, watching the video. You know what I'm saying? I kind of keep my, I got about 4 or 5 pages, you know what I'm saying? And I try to keep the you truckers, on my trucking page because I don't want to hear all this crying and bullshitting y'all be doing all the time. Like, I'm not on that level to be doing all this crying and bullshit. Let's see right here. Whew. This right here is an emergency video. I had to pull out the Versace shades on this one. Whew. Hold on. Now I watched the video of this young lady sitting her ass at the fucking house talking about Prime. Now, I'm not a Prime. Prime don't pay me to be their PR person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Prime's PR person. Prime don't really give a shit about y'all talking shit about them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Kool-Aid drinker. I don't drink Kool-Aid because I don't drink faucet water, right? I don't drink Kool-Aid. I don't drink sweet tea, lemonade, anything you pulling up out the faucet. I don't drink it. But all you failure ass truckers do is sit around and talk about Prime. Why? I don't understand that. That is your biggest problem. Now, I watched a video not too long ago. Master Rob, he built him a nice little big ass crib, panorama, some shit like that. This man is 89 years old. That man go to work every day. Took him 50 years to build his company to be what it is. 50! Outside playing basketball with you goofy jigaboo ass motherfuckers. 80,000 drivers. Ain't no telling how many trailers the man done got. You know what I'm saying? As a business person myself, I think he deserves everything he got coming. Everything he done achieved, he worked for it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, the Don is not gonna be out there with niggas at motherfucking 89. You know what I'm saying? Going to work every day, and I got 8,000 fucking trucks. Hell no. Used to be back in the day, it was a thing that all a man needed was opportunity. This man gave you motherfuckers an opportunity. Now, what you did with that opportunity, that's on you. I hear you motherfuckers every day sitting around talking about COVID, post-COVID, COVID. What did you do with the money that you made during COVID, truck driver? I'm going to tell you what I did with my money. I'm going to tell you this, finish the story that I started the other day. You know what I'm saying? I was with KLLM. Came to Prime. Left KLLM in February. Came to Prime in March. Started working at Prime in March. When I got there, you know what they told me? Because I was used to having my own truck. Now, before I left KLLM, they said, you know what, Marco? You come on, we gonna put you straight in your own truck. But when I got there, they say, you know what, Marco? You ain't done enough time for us to put you straight in your own truck. You only got 5 months. We need 6 months. So what we gonna do is, we gonna put you out with a trainer. Yeah. Look at the people out here walking their dog. We gonna put you out there with a trainer for 10,000 miles. 10,000 miles you're gonna have to go. Now, this is March. COVID hit. Everything shut down. The terminal shut down. Everybody was closed. So that 10,000 miles, that 1 month I supposed to spend out there with the trainer, you know what? It turned into, so that was March. I didn't get into my own truck until Father's Day weekend. So I don't know if Father's Day was either June or July that year. So March, April, May, June, at least 3 months out there with a trainer. Did I cry about that shit? No, I didn't. Did I complain about that shit? No, I didn't. Did I cry and blame Prime? Did I quit? Did I take my ball and go home? No, I didn't. I stuck it out. You know why? Because I had a motherfucking plan. Alright? So I got me a short lease truck, 890037, a white International. 890037. We rocked that motherfucker out. The thing was supposed to have been from it was June, either June or July. The lease on that truck would have been up in November of the next year. All right, so I had the rest of that year and all the way up to November. I had made up in my mind, so you know what? I'm gonna rock this lease out, then I'm gonna buy me a truck. Cool. International, you know what I'm saying? Had a lot of issues. I picked a terrible truck. A terrible truck. Ain't nobody at Prime that had a more terrible truck than the truck 890037. That motherfucker went down 13 motherfucking times for death. Towed this. I had to get that motherfucker towed out of here. Towed out of there. Wayland, Wisconsin in the snow. Getting that motherfucker towed. Motherfucker way up there in Salinas, Kansas. It broke down at the same place twice in Salinas, Kansas. First time they took it to is a pilot right there. Off of, I think that's 26. Second time, they like, fuck that. We gonna tow that motherfucker all the way to motherfucking Kansas City. I had to pay a tow bill all the way to Kansas City. We cry about that shit? No, we got a plan. We stuck that shit out. We had a motherfucking plan. So, 890, now this is, so it was due in November, right? No, the November the next year, we rocking it out. Boom, 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 boom. So at that time, we was like, okay, let me put down my deposit so I can go ahead and lease purchase. So they was telling us it was 4 months out. 4 months out. So November was supposed to be the date. So around August, I don't know the exact date, but around August of that next year, put down a deposit for my own truck. The only reason I did that because I was listening to them and I was thinking about, hey, that's one of my biggest regrets by not going lease purchase sooner, because I was thinking that that bonus that they was offering, there's frauds and shit out here, was actually a bonus. It was not a fucking bonus. That's your own money. If I would have known that, or I would have had put that in perspective, I would have broke that lease a long time ago. I wouldn't even went the whole term of the lease. If I would have known they were just going to give me my own fucking money back, minus whatever repairs or whatever. But anyway, that's not even what this is about. This is about the hardships and shit. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers are crying and shit about every fucking thing. So listen. So, okay. So we put down the money, say like in August, because we knowing that the lease is going to be up in November. Guess what? Motherfuckers couldn't get no parts. Nobody could get parts. So instead of the lease being up in November, the lease ended up being up in March. Hold on. Let these people buy. March. So that's another what? 3-4 months. I had to wait for my truck. 3-4 months. So you know what, I'm you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying, I was starting to get a little antsy. I'm complaining, I'm like, damn, like what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I made a call. I called Success Leasing. I was like, hey, listen, man, listen, y'all, I think y'all playing with me a little bit. I'm trying to have a fleet, so can I put down on my other truck? At first they were like, no, you can't do a fleet when you regular lease or whatever. I kept calling, I kept trying. Finally, I got somebody that agreed with me. You know what I'm saying? They was like, okay, by the time that you, how y'all doing? It was like by the time, actually technically by the time that you do get into this second truck, your lease will be here. So technically you would be a lease purchase. So it took my another 13,000. So that's 13,000 plus another 13. So we had 26,000, no motherfucking truck. I didn't get my truck till motherfucking March. Then I got my second truck in April. You know what I'm saying? Then I was like, you know what? We've been wasting enough time. Everything was good. This is COVID. I'm spending COVID money now. You motherfuckers talking about you making $6,000, $8,000 a month, a week. You know what I did with my COVID money? I invested it. So these, what you looking at now, they're COVID trucks. So instead of me taking my money, tricking off on it, I invested my shit. So in May, on my birthday, guess what I did? I put another fucking $13,000 down on the truck. That's Kane. That's the one that be ready in September. So it ain't about how much money you make. It's about what you do with the fucking money that you making. Now y'all like to spotlight these old failure ass truckers. Crybaby ass. I ain't never seen a bunch of crybaby ass motherfuckers. I'm trying not to be. Let me let these people by. I can't talk to y'all like I want to, cause you know what I'm saying. I'm out here in the HOA, fraud, serping, chirping. How you doing? I'm good. But y'all gotta stop the shit y'all be on, man. Everybody got choices. You got decisions. Oh, I got a family. I got a family too. I got kids. I got kids too. You chose wrong. Just because you decided to give up, that was a choice that you made. Nobody else's fault but yours. Wasn't Miss Master Robert's fault. It was your fault. And I watch people, you know, I'm from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? We think a little different. You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here, you know what I'm saying? We ain't out here like we ain't free balling like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we think a little different. So y'all gotta cut that shit out, bro. You gotta cut it out. I mean, I know y'all like to be in this old failure ass circle and shit that y'all want to be in. Want to blame everybody for all your problems and shit. You will never get anywhere in life blaming anybody else but yourself. You gotta take accountability. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta take accountability for yourself. That's just a part of being an adult. You signed that contract. You knew the motherfucker wasn't good when you signed it. If that's the case. But stop, you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to blame everybody for y'all failures, bro. We all ain't failures out here. And these mosquitoes starting to eat me up, so I'm gonna take my bougie ass back in the house. And this was just an emergency thing, cause I ain't even put look at my Versace's. I was about to put my Versace's on me, you motherfuckers, cause this was gonna be an emergency video. I guess you failures like to stick together, man. That shit ain't cool. Grow the fuck up. You ain't never gonna achieve shit in life blaming anybody else but yourself. It's your boy Mark, broadcasting live. Hit that notification bell, man. I'm sick of you.